Alrighty guys, my name is Dalton Randolph. I am the podcaster for the evening. Welcome to the BMRL truck race at Las Vegas. It is what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas 150. So right now they're just in practice, got about 3.5 minutes left. So it should be a really fun race tonight. We just had a big update through iRacing, so we're looking to see how that really affects the drivers. From what I understand, they added the way like the wake of the dirty air is going to be a lot stronger than what it used to be. So you're really going to have to see these guys kind of off-center themselves to keep the car going straight and not get really tight in the middle of the corners. So we're finishing up here. I may look into bringing some more guys into the kind of get a feel for some of these guys. In the field tonight, look what we have. Let's see here. My number's wrong. Around 15 drivers in the field tonight. The track temp currently is at 86 degrees, so it's really quite a slick track tonight. But we'll see how it unfolds in practice. Right now we got Kevin Winker. He is the fastest in qualifying as it sits. So we're not qualifying in practice. We're gonna order right here. Some more of these guys on track here. Get everyone's numbers here. Gonna take me just a minute to kind of get settled back into the booth. It's been a long time since I've done this, so just kind of bear with me. Gonna have to learn all these guys' numbers all over again. Last season I was on the track with them, so take me just 1 minute to get everything squared away. Be right back. Right now we're looking at Anthony Boatmaker making a few more laps here in practice. Currently sitting fourth on the board. We got to run with Anthony a little bit last season. Really competitive driver. He's really fast. He's definitely going to be in the mix toward the end for sure. So Anthony, he is a 14-year-old from Wichita, Kansas. He's been on the sim for 2 years. And he's been on the sim about as long as I have. I started sim racing in 2021. But definitely fast. Him and Gardner for sure are the two that I'll be kind of watching out for tonight. Got the old Scooby-Doo machine. Let's see if he's on track. He is not, but here he is right here. This is Adam Gardner. Raced a lot with him last season. He was always in the battle for the win. Him and a few other guys, but he really knows how to save his stuff. He really knows the fuel strategy. In fact, they almost won last season at Kansas based off the fuel strategy, but this count was a little bit too short. They're getting ready to head into qualifying. Better be for you guys here. As we switch to the session. In Las Vegas in the trucks, normally, it's normally a full wide open throttle pretty much the entire time. That's changed a little bit with this new update. It's still full throttle, but you're definitely going to kill your right front really quickly. Todd Champ, let's see what kind of lap he can put down here. Let's ride on board with him. Let's come around, head to turn number 3. get ready to go green. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see how these guys, adjust to the side draft. From what I understand, they made they made the trucks a lot looser. There's not as much downforce with them, and they also have a little bit more top speed on them. So these guys will be going a little bit faster into the corner. They're really gonna be able to kill that right front. It's kind of like the name of the game when it comes to winning in the truck series. At least on these mile and a half, is saving that right front. Just save the corner, back it up a little bit, and we'll see you end up on top. These guys, they have 3 sets of tires when they start the race. There's 0 fast repairs. They're looking at 2 extra sets after they start the race. So you got 100 laps tonight and about 26 laps to a fuel run with the first stage at lap 40, at the end of lap 40. We got Todd Champ, second and fourth. Got Goopik that jumped to the top. Let's see if Todd can get any faster on his second lap out here. He does get a little bit quicker, but it's not enough. Goopik goes right back to the top of the board. Got Tucker to the top. On board here with Shane Haas as he makes his lap. I think this is his first lap. Yep, he has not set a time yet. He's a little bit high to the tri-oval. He's sitting on the P13 on the board as it sits. Kind of missed the bottom in turn 1 and 2. Wrapping up qualifying here. We've got Dusty Bloodworth. He is in the number 4 truck tonight. I know he was rushing to the update downloaded. They had a massive iRacing update today. So I know he was super stressed about getting it finished, but look, he got it done just in time. So I don't think he has too many laps tonight. So we'll see where his lap will put him. I'm going to trim the grass a little bit. It's probably going to cut his time out. I think it may have just cut his time out just a little bit with incident point. As you can see, you're talking about a 1/10 of a second between the entire field, so everyone's gonna be under a blanket as we start out. We'll see who can save the tires. Right now we got Michael Tucker sitting top of the board with a 30.34. Let's see if Dusty Bloodworth has anything for him. He comes around 1 and 2. Camera switched. Does. Yeah, look, he's done with qualifying. Got like we're getting ready to grid. Here before too long. Switch back to the overlay here. Right now as it sits, we got, yep, it was like Tucker's gonna get the pole as it just switched. As they're getting ready to grid here. Alrighty, so our starting lineup for the night is we have Michael Tucker getting the pole, and then we have Cole Larson sitting in second. We got Gupik and Gale will make up row number 2, and third and fourth. In the 52, we have Sean Hapanek. I'm gonna butcher that name probably the entire night, but he's sitting in P5. We got Anthony Bowmaker out to his outside in 6th. We got Jamie Prevost in 7th. We have Robert Smith that will be sitting in 8th. In 9th, we have Austin Hund. And in 10th, we have Morgan Sterling. That will be your top 10. So, going into 11th, we have Ronald Ramsdale in the 28. And 12th is the 24 of Todd Champ. And then 13th, we have Kevin Winker. My name's right here. We're going to get ready to go green here shortly. I'll switch this back to the ticker at the top. 15th, we got Dustin Bloodworth. And 6th, we got Fuller. That's Thomas Fuller. And 17th, we got Shane Haas. 18th is the 77 at Eddie Spurl. And 19th, we have Gardner. And 17th will be, I'm pretty sure that's Chris Mayo, not David Mayo, so. Get rid of the front of the build here. '13 blinking at just ever so slightly. Getting ready to take the green flag tonight. Looks like it has become a lot overcast. We're going to check that track temp one more time just to make sure we got our stats right since it did change. Track temp is sitting at 70 degrees, so they're going to have even more grip than they did in practice and in qualifying. So we get ready to go green. Michael Tucker will lead us to green flag. We will go on green, and
green
we
flag.
are green. We got a good start from Tucker. He jumps into about a car or a truck gap lead here. Cover up over Larson. So head down into turn 1 and 2. A little side by side for 3rd and 4th, and we got Tucker gets loose out of 1 and 2. Larson's looking to go to his outside. 3 and 4. The outside's going to be pretty tough to hold on, but should be able to carry a lot of momentum. Tucker clears up. Larson looks to the inside. They are side by side going into turn 1 and 2. Drifts up ever so slightly. They're door to door at a 2. Down the back stretch we go. Just going to jump up, try to get a little bit of side draft, and head into 3. Oh, even a little contact. Larson gets loose. He saves it. It opens up the door for Gay to come flying up through here. The 44, William Gay. We'll head after Tucker now, going into turn 1 2. Going to try the high side. Turn a single file out for at least the front 4, side by side. Got one going on the pit road here. That is the 77 of Eddie Spurl. He must either had a black flag or had an issue. Go back up here to the field. Alright, we got William Gay making a move on Tucker for the lead, going to his outside. Tucker's holding strong on the outside. Side by side, come across the line. Tucker will lead that lap. Gary's still holding the outside. Now the only thing you gotta be worried about is if Tucker is driving it a little too hard, trying to stay in front of the lead, or just killing the right front. You know, the track not being as hot means it should stay a little bit colder on the right front. It's very easy to start overdriving it, especially when you're just trying to take the position, because you don't want to get caught in the dirty air now. It didn't really matter before the update. Now that the update has came out, it's going to be a really big factor. They're still side by side for the lead. It's come across the line. I think Tucker still led that lap by about a thousandth of a second to put much of a gap. You see William Gay rocking the high side. So you can get a really good run out of two. Right to his bumper. He just decides to push him. I figured he would try to cross him over. Look, we got Larson making a move on Smith. So Tucker clipped the apron going into turn 3. Side by side for 3rd and 4th. Larson gonna try to go to the inside. Will he try to clear up over Smith? He does. Now that's opened up the door for Hun to try to get into the inside of Smith. They're side by side down the backstretch. Now Hun dives it in deep, going for Larson. They're side by side. Door off the corner. These trucks you can fit under a blanket. Austin Hun is now looking for 3rd. Diving into the inside. He is clear. He can clear up. Right to the bumper of William Gay. Looks at his inside. Austin Hun is on the move. Inside of the 44. Chasing after Tucker. Tucker covers up, puts him in dirty air. You can see how tight it gets Austin Hun as he tightens him up. Just up a little bit off that white line, ever so slightly. Watch out for that 15 truck tonight. He's pretty fast. Okay, we're about 10 laps in. There again, the fuel running being around 26, 27 laps if you play your cards right. So these guys will have to pit in this first stage. Or before we even get to the stage. Should have the green flag stopping probably about another 14 to 15 laps, so I would say. Right up on his bumper. Side by side, got to his inside as the battle for the lead. Can he hold it on the inside? That's the big question. It's like William trying to figure out who he wants to help. Gonna jump back up to the outside. He's gonna get a 13 to push going into 1. They're doing a really good job of rolling the middle, staying where it needs to, keeping the momentum up. He's not quite clear. It's so frustrating as a driver getting right there and just having him right on your fender, side drafting, pulling him back. He's also gonna get right on his door coming out of 4. Tucker will still lead that lap. Going to lap number 12. Side by side for the lead. He's gonna hold him down tight, gonna stay on his door. We see everyone else is about single filed back out to get to the top 5. I just wonder if these guys are eating their tires up too much. But they're putting on a heck of a show for us, and that's about all we can ask for. So, awesome battle between Michael Tucker and Austin Hun. As Hun is still looking down to his inside. Still door to door. As we see the 52 happening, jumping up into 3rd around William Gay in 4th. Battle as we now see Tucker gets to the lead. They're 3 wide back here. Oh my goodness, get the thing right. There we go, 3 wide for 3rd. Hit the wrong button. See Winker jump back in. Still 2 wide going for third. That's 2 wide for fourth. I think we're going to be door to door with the 44 William Gay as they come out of 4. 52 happening. Pretty certain at third as we got Winker looking for a move down in the William Gay. I think Gay's going to have the momentum going down the backstretch. Should still be able to clear, especially with the draft off of the other trucks. Gay's almost clear going to 3 and 4. Kevin Winker got a little bit loose out of 4 there. It's an awesome looking paint scheme for the number 42 car, 42 truck. Back here in the field here a little bit. Got a side-by-side battle between Dustin Bloodworth and the 21 truck of Morgan Sterling. Looks like Dustin Bloodworth is going to be able to clear out of 4. He sure will. Oh, we got a truck real loose, the 77. Once again, real loose out of the corner of Eddie Spurl. Had to chase that truck there a little bit. Something may have happened to the 28 there. You had to give it the spot. Ronald Ramsdale. Dustin Bloodworth will take now the 12th spot in chasing Shane Haas down the backstretch. There's still all these trucks under a blanket up here for the battle of 4th. We got 42 of Winker and the 52 of Happening. Almost contact as they go into turn 1 and 2 here. Winker's going to hold him down, get a massive run out of 2. Will he be able to clear? And he does. He is clear of Happening. Happening's going to jump back in line. Now the 42 looks to make a move onto William Gay going to the corner. 42 is rolling, and look, he's got something figured out with that truck. We should start to see pit stops here as we head into lap 19 of the first stage. There again, the stage being at the end of lap 40. As we see William Gay holding strong on the outside up to Austin Hunt. One thing that's one of the best things about Las Vegas is it is a multi-lane track, no matter really what series you run. You can run the low line, you can run the middle line, you can run the high line. The only thing is, and you've already heard me say it, is tire wear, tire wear, tire wear. It's going to matter so much by how much you're heating up the tires. You see William Gay starting to catch up to Tucker. We got the 42 of Winker going on a move on Austin Hunt. We're going to stay right here with the battle for the lead. 44 is looking underneath the 32. Cannot get his nose there. Jump on board with the 44. Still pretty much full throttle. Let the gut out throttle just ever so slightly. Everyone's about branched out to about single file all the way back. Michael Tucker and the 13 will still continue to hold strong in the lead, leading almost every lap so far. There's been a couple instances where I think Austin has led 1 lap, and I think William may have led 1 lap as well. This first 3 is kind of stretched out just a little bit of a gap, about a half-second gap. Camera angles here. Car off pace up here in front of the leaders. That is the 23 of Tim Darby. Tim ripping the wall, had to get out of it a little bit out of the corner, see if he moves out of the way of the leaders. And he does, he'll hold it down the inside, let the leaders go by. And your fuel runs in about a lap. lap to 2 laps, at least from what I heard in practice. And everything that I seen. But we already got a few guys pitting. They're all single file throughout the entire field. Now we got a 2-car breakaway by almost a second. Tucker is about a 9/10 of a second lead over Winker in third, but William Gay is still trying to chase him down. I think you see the night go on. Like, these guys right now know that there's a stage coming, so they know they can kind of push their stuff, burn it up a little bit, and they don't really have nothing to really worry about. But I think after we get past the stage, we're really going to see the long run speed. As we see the 44 William Gay pitting back here, running the pit on lap 25. We have more followers right there with them. That is the 32 Paul Gubick and the 64 Robert Smith, as well as the 6 Brandon Bowmaker. Let's see if short pitting is going to be the call. Let's see if Tucker Cone chooses the pit in this time, or if he pushes it out one more. We'll go one more. I think this may work out in Williams' favor here. Short pitting. You're going to get all that initial speed off the get-go. You don't really want to have much to lose on the back end. So, I mean, you're only going to lap 40, so you're looking at like a 14 lap run on the tires. That's not bad at all. Tucker chooses to pit in this time. He does. He comes oh, it gets in a little sideways. Just a little bit. I just wonder if he sped. You got more takers on pit road there. Go back to him here. 52 happening, jumping in. Shane Haas is pitting in. That is the 81 of... oh, it's 87 of Thomas Foley. That's my bad there. Thomas, got your number on. Jump back up here to... I think he's going to get him. He's coming around to the lead. Or, well, you see the rest of the trucks start to file back on. Austin Hunn making it around the 13 of Tucker. It's been a little bit of a difference. I think it paid off better for Tucker. Sun has jumped up to the lead in front of Tucker. They're chasing right now. Anthony Bowmaker is the last guy to pit, from what it looks like. Miller Key has opted to pit now. We have Winker up here. I completely missed Kevin Winker. That's my bad, Kevin. Should have followed him on the pits. I don't know if he short pitted. I would assume him and Austin both pitted a little bit early and just got out ahead of Tucker. It's about a 2-second gap. Not 2-second gap, 2/10 of a second gap. For Winker, we got about 10 laps to the end of the stage. Let's see if Winker can hold on. The 20 of Larson trying to chase down William Gay. Looks like Austin Hunt is starting to close in on that 42. Just ever so slightly. Got up on a lap car of Jamie Prevost. He moves out of the way for the leaders. He normally does. Jamie's a pretty awesome guy. Got to race with him last season. Rocking an awesome looking paint scheme with the A&W car as well. You know, Jamie's 50-year-old from New Haven, Michigan. He's been on sim racing for around 14 years. He's a great guy. Does a lot of our photos and stuff like that in BMRL for like the winners photos and stuff like that. We're very grateful for that. glad to see him back on the track. He's got the 42 of Kevin Winker, still leading us to the field here, or leading the field here. A little bit about Kevin. He is the 31-year-old from Campbellsport, Wisconsin. And he's been sim racing for around 4 years. So we got a lot of different drivers throughout the field that's been new to sim racing, been sim racing for a very, very long time. We even got one that's been racing since Papyrus days. Which if you don't know what Papyrus is what iRacing was before it became iRacing. So back in 94, I believe, is whenever they were around. Mid to late 90s, Papyrus was around. And then they ended up jumping over, changed the name to iRacing, and now it's grown into what it is today. So, look, Austin Hunt is closing in ever so slightly with about 6 to 7 more laps in this stage. I think he will get there. As you see, Tucker had a really close call with the 77 of Eddie Spurl. See Austin Hunt slowly chasing down the 42. He lost a little bit of it out of 4. That's going to pull right to the back end with the draft. Oh, it clipped the wall a little bit going into 3. See if he tries to make a move on him down the front stretch. Don't have enough momentum just yet. He's going to tuck right back in with Tucker. Try to draft back up, see if we can get the Winker. Austin's doing exactly what he needs to do, offsetting the nose, that way he don't get aero tight right behind Kevin Winker, and he pulls right back up to his bumper going down the back stretch. Wonder if there's going to be any little bumping going on, maybe move him out of the way a little bit. As we see Winker go for a block. Austin Hunt gets down to his inside. But you see Winker able to roll the top just a little bit better and still maintain the lead. As we're coming down to 3 to go in this stage. We have a 3-car breakaway after Winker and Hunt and Tucker. Then we have a 4-second gap until we get back to William Gay in the 4th position. These are really branched out after those pit stops, which that's normally to be expected because the whole field scattered abroad. All either single file or just really, really far spread out. We got 2 laps in the stage. See if Austin can somehow get around Kevin. Oh, we've seen Kevin get a little bit tired off the corner. Alright, 1 to go in the stage. Austin's looking to make a move. Thankfully dive down in low, and he does. He goes to the inside of Kevin Winker. Can he hold it down the back stretch? Can we get up on him and side draft him a little bit? No contact, still trying to roll the inside. Don't know if he can get there or not. And he will not. It looks like Kevin Winker will be our stage winner here in the BMRL Truck Series race here at Las Vegas. There should be stage. So stage results should be Kevin Winker in first, Austin Hunt in second. We got Michael Tucker in third, William Gay in fourth. In fifth, we're looking at the number 20 of Cole Larson. In sixth is going to be Anthony Bowmaker in sixth. The And the 7th is going to be Paul Gubick. 8th is going to be Adam Gardner. 9th is going to be Chris Mayo. And 10th is going to be Shane Haas. It's going to round out our stage here. Let's see if we can holler at one of these guys and get Kevin Winker in here in the booth. It's not letting me pull them up. That is okay. We won't disturb them. We'll just let them do their thing and we'll figure it out here in the booth. So I expect every driver to come down pit lane this time to get tires. May see some opt to get their lap back. Other than that, we're pretty much gonna have everybody come down pit road. So we get to a pit lane view here. Now let's see how all this shakes out. I'm gonna take a momentary break while they're on pit road. Righty, so it looks like Kevin and them are, what they're debating about coming back in the pits, maybe topping off on some fuel, see if there's any takers on that option. So again, these drivers get 26 to 27 laps of fuel, so they're going to stay out. I think the 77 of 80 Sparrow is just going to sit here and be a wave around the car when it comes across the line. As we're wanting to go back to green. We got Kevin Winger's going to be leading back to green on the inside. We got the 13 of Michael Tucker in second. William Gay in third. And fourth we got Cole Larson. Fifth is going to be Anthony Bowmaker. And then Austin Hunt back in sixth. We got the 32 of Paul Gubick in seventh. Shane Haas in eighth. We got Brandon Bowmaker in ninth. And to round up your top 10 is going to be the 7 of Chris Myers. Back green, we'll switch back to our other overlay. green with about 56 laps to go. So it should be a 2-stop race. Or a 1 more stop race. You see the pace truck take a hard left turn on the pit road. Kevin Winker will lead them into the pit.
Green flag.
Or the restart zone. And we are green. Kevin Winker shoots out to a massive jump. And clear with about 2 truck lanes over Tucker in second. We got Austin Hunn looking to make a move on William Gay out of 2. They're side by side going down the backstretch. Austin Hunn with a massive run around the top on those new tires. As you see Tucker going for a move on the inside of Kevin Winker as they go for the lead. Got the number 20 of Cole Larson right there in third. Wait, now if there's any mistakes made. Let's hit the 42 of Winker getting loose. 13's going to jump up and give him some side draft. Going to turn 3. Tucker is going to lead that lap, but only by no. Oh, there's contact. Tucker misses. Oh, he got loose. Almost goes around. So, really good save by Tucker. He's not going to be too happy with Winker after that contact. Third. So Larson battling for second. He's going to clear back up over Larson. See the 12 Anthony Bowmaker making a move as Tucker rolls the bottom and gets to the inside of Kevin Winker. They're side by side going on the backstretch. Winker's holding strong on the outside. Still side by side coming out of 4. Side by side all the way to about the 7th position. Got Anthony Bowmaker trying to get around Larson and number 20. Still got battle for the lead. Tucker gets loose like he clipped the apron. They've got up in the Winker just ever so slightly. Burrow way down into turn 3, still side by side the first 3 rows. Tucker almost clears Winker coming out of 4 that time around. Still door to door. Anthony Bowmaker trying to get Larson as well. Oh, there's contact and a 13 and a 42 getting to the wall. The 44 goes spin to William Gay. Massive damage to the 44 of William Gay. I'm not sure how much damage Winker has. Now, there are no faster pairs in this league, so it'll be interesting to see how much damage they actually have. Pretty sure Tucker's... Yeah, look, he got heavy damage on the right side of his truck. I think he may be down for the night. Yeah, you can see it just right there in the tire as the truck bounces down. Let's see if we can get a rewind of that here. Had to let's back up a little slower. I'm gonna put this in chase here. Oh, look, we got a little net code action. That's what happened. You hate to see it. Isn't that what I want? We're going to jump back a couple laps here. Switch over to the 44 William Gay. He sits on pit road. Watch this from his point of view. See how he got tagged around into all this. So we see the net code between Tucker and the 42. Oh, and he just ran over by Chris from behind, and unfortunately, I think it's going to end Williams' night by no fault of his own. Just checked up a little bit more than what
Caution.
Chris was expecting.
Got anything to say about your car?
Jump back up. Let's see if we can get to the leaders here. Got another truck around in the wall back there. That is Todd Champ. What happened to him? Spun around here. Take a little pit road. Jump here back to the leaders. Must went green by the time I got all that caught back up. There we go. So now we got the Bowmaker duo up here on the front. We got Anthony Bowmaker sitting in first now, with the number 6 of Brandon Bowmaker sitting in second. We still got Cole Larson in third. We got Chris Mayo in fourth. We got the 21. We'll see Cole Larson jump on the pit lane there. We got Shane Haas on pit lane as well. We got Austin Hunn, Dustin Bloodworth, Adam Gardner all on pit road. A few more takers too. Kevin Winker still. We got the 63 of Dave Holmberg on pit road. Jamie Prevo's going to take a wave around. Probably got the lucky dog. Well, since the Bowmaker crew are up here leading the field, why not just inform you a little bit about the Bowmaker crew. So Anthony Bowmaker, as I mentioned once before, he's a 14-year-old from Wichita, Kansas, and he's been on the sim for around 2 years. And then Brandon Bowmaker is age 42. He's from Kansas City, Missouri, and he's also been on the sim for around 2 years. They are related in one way, shape, or form. I don't know what the relation is. They've told me before. I honestly don't know. I can't remember. But I remember racing with them last season in BMRL in the trucks. Both of them are really fun to race around. We got our fearless leader there, Chris Mayo, as he dives down on the pit road. He is the owner of BMRL, and he is responsible for what you're seeing tonight. And I mean, if you asked 44 William Gate, he's also responsible for that too, for taking him out. So we don't talk about that. So so go back up here to the lead. I'll probably hear about that one later, but be all right. I think when we go back green, we should have about 41 laps left remaining. There's still going to be a one-stop race. I think the money lap, the pit, will probably be, honestly, around lap 80 to 82 is probably when I would pit. So that would give you about 8. It'd be kind of like splitting the last stage. I don't think there's no way that anyone can save 13 laps. There's really no way you can. I mean, someone could probably try it, but they will probably be left out of fuel, kind of like Ryan Blaney was on Sunday. Got Morgan Sterling sitting here in third. A little bit about Morgan is he is a 28-year-old from Pine City, New York, and he is actually very new to iRacing from what I understand. So him sitting in P3 for being really new to iRacing and really new to sim racing in general is pretty good. I mean, it's really good for a rookie. He's never really made a start like that in the league. So putting on an impressive performance in that Toyota. So see if he can keep it up. See where he ends up at the end of the night. of the biggest things of the lineup here. Get one to go before we go back green. One of the biggest things is the rookie. You come in, you don't really know what to expect. You got to get used to the throttle inputs, the steering inputs. It's very different from any other quote-unquote video games or simulators on the market. iRacing is the most realistic. So you kind of get in there, you get used to like the oversteer, how the tires heat up, the understeer. And you really have to learn how to save the tire. It's nothing that really comes overnight. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of learning. But we'll see how the rookie does. Sitting in P3 right now, currently at the moment. It's really good for the rookie. The 87 of Thomas Fuller in fourth, and then we got Gubik in fifth. Get back up here, right on board with the leaders. As Anthony Bowmaker is going to lead the field back to green with about 41 laps to go. But again, I think someone will pit around lap 80 to 82. Someone may try to come earlier, but I think 80 to 82 is the sweet spot. We're going to the Geico restart zone, and we green. Anthony gets a little bit of a gap there over Brandon Bowmaker. I don't know if he'll clear up. I think he's going to stay down the inside. He's got 3 wide a little bit farther back. We got Sean on the inside of Fuller. As the whole field scatters out 3 and 4 wide down the backstretch. We got Bowmaker. Let's see, Anthony Bowmaker on the outside, and Brandon Bowmaker looking for a lead. Oh, we got a spin down the front stretch.
Caution's out. How are you doing there, bud?
Rick. Got the 24 of Todd in the wall. We got the 77 of... Got the 77 of Eddie in the wall as well. Got the 64 spun around of Robert Smith. Let's see if we can figure out what that was here. Just gonna do it this way because I don't have the hotkey set up. Oh, a little contact between him and Dusty Bloodworth. Got them all kinds of out of shape. That's how the 64 got spun around. We had another incident up here with Austin Hunn. Switch to the 15 here. Like him and the 24 got together? Check up, and it's like whenever Todd was checking up, he just got a little bit loose there and then got up into the 77. 77 had nowhere to go, both into the wall, and that did them a lot of damage. It actually looks like the number 24 of Todd is going to be done for the night. It's Todd Champ. Look, he's smoking up pretty good. We see a few takers on pit road. James Prevost, we got Austin Hunn, we got Dusty Bloodworth. Wait for this field to get back behind. To say cautions breed caution, so. We got the 21 Sterling coming out of pit road as well. Gotta wonder how many tire sets these guys have left us. Also, they only had 2 extra sets, so they ran one to the end of the stage 1. They probably only have 1 more set left. Actually, they should leave 2 sets. So they could take a set now, then take a set around lap 80, and they should be able to just almost be full throttle the entire time. You won't have much tire fall off within the 20 laps. It may start to push tight. You'd have to lift out a little bit, but the track's not hot enough to really heat up the tires too bad. new to the booth here, we are going to go through the field here and see if we can find the best paint scheme. Let's see if they go one to green this time before we do that. There's still 2 to green, so let's see what we got as far as paint schemes here. Got a wide open throttle paint scheme from Anthony Bowmaker. Same with Brandon Bowmaker, except it's an orange paint scheme. Got the zombie car from the 32 of Goopig. The 52 Under Armour car from Hapernick. Got Thomas Fuller in the Jordan paint scheme. Actually, one of my favorite paint schemes so far. Shane Haas and his MDI Harpoon Designs paint scheme. Number 2 truck. We got the famous Scooby-Doo mobile that Adam Gardner always runs. Awesome looking paint scheme. Mountain Dew of I said Kyle Larson of Cole Larson in the 2003 Harley Davidson paint scheme. 63 Holmberg. We got BMRL paint scheme for Chris Mayo. Another zombie paint scheme in that 64. We'll go speeding through these as we are 1 to green now. See more takers on pit road. Austin Hunt may have had some damage. Really shaking the field up a lot here. Got the Bowmaker duo back on top. Alright, we got Anthony and Brandon Bowmaker on your front row. Goopig in 3rd, Habernick in 4th, Fuller in 5th, Haas in 6th, Gardner in 7th, Larson in 8th, Holmberg in 9th, and Mayo in 10th. Rounding out your top 10. Coming back with 40, it's going to be 34, 35 to go. We'll see Anthony Bowmaker lead them back to green as they come to the Geico restart zone
Green
in
flag.
Las Vegas. See Bowmaker get a huge start. They go through the gears down into turn 1. Anthony jumps up to a massive lead over the rest of the field. It's a battle for second between Goopig and Brandon Bowmaker. Too many Bowmakers, getting the names mixed up. Drive down to the inside of Brendan on the bottom. Brendan's going to roll the top, I think he's going to clear him out of the corner, and he does. You see everyone getting a little bit loose out of turn 4. They're side by side for 4th between Shane Haas and the 52 of Sean Habernick. Almost 3 wide between Larson, Haas, and Habernick. Back to wide. Go down to turn 3. So Shane is going to roll the top. Then we get a push by Larson going down the front stretch. Should be able to clear Habernick. He does. He's going to choose to stay on the outside. We got Adam Gardner coming up here to the behind. We'll start to see this draft start to pull these guys up. They should be able to get around Goopig and Sean both if they stay in this little line. He's got a battle for the lead between the Bowmakers. See Brandon closing in ever so slightly on Anthony. About a 1/10 of a second gap between them. We've got a battle between Larson, Goopig, and Shane. As Goopig will look inside. Larson look inside on Goopy. Cannot hold it down there. Shane gets back to his outside. Great battle for fourth here. Larson goes right back to the inside of Shane into turn 3. With 31 laps to go here into what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas 150. As we see Gardner making a move on Larson for that 5th position. He almost clears him going into turn 3. As you see the 20 of Larson drive it in really, really deep. Trying to hold it down there. Once they door to door. The 52 happening, looking inside to the 21. He does not get there. Gardner's going to continue to roll the top around the 20 of Larson. Jump back in line here. Shane Haas leads him in 4th. We got Gardner in 5th. As Shane Haas marches up ever so slightly. Opens up the door for Gardner to look inside as Larson is going to give a push to the 2 down the front stretch. Should go to 1. Here comes the 21 of Sterling back inside. It should be, oh, they're 3 wide. But Sterling's going to get a little bit of advantage. Up still 3 wide going down the back stretch. Sterling got up in Larson just there, so it's like clear out in front of Shane Haas. You see Chris Mayo jump up and give the 21 of Sterling a push. They're going down into turn 1. They start to single file. Larson's going to get the spot over Sterling as Chris Mayo goes on the outside of Sterling trying to clear him for the 6th position. And he will clear him. You'll see Anthony Bowmaker stretching out to the 4th in the lead over Brandon. Keep an eye on that 56 car Gardner. He's slowly coming up. Slowly drawing them in. Same with Goopik. Goopik's slowly been making progress ever since the green flag. We got 26 laps left. I still think the money stock's going to be around lap probably 82. That's when I would pit. It's going to give you enough time where you're not going to kill the tires too much. You're still going to be able to carry as much speed as you want. Some of those guys that pit on the last caution, they may try to push it down to lap 85 to 90. I just don't think it'll be enough. As you see Adam Gardner close in on the back of Goopik. He's going to look to his outside going down the front stretch. You see Adam roll the top really, really well and clear it down to the inside. I'm telling you, keep an eye on that 56. He's going to be up here before this race is over. So see Goopik dropping back a little bit. Larson and Chris Mayo going around to the outside. Goopik may have an issue.
Caution, caution.
What, so we have a wreck up front?
What do you think, bud? You think you're all right out there?
That was the leaders. What happened? Let's see if we can get a rewind of what actually happened here. Rewind it faster. Oh, Gardner just plows over the 6. I don't think they knew that Anthony was pitting. Oh, hard contact on the wall for Gardner and for the 6 that Brandon Bowmaker. Oh, and Chris Mayo got a big portion of that as well. Hard lick for those drivers. That may be it for Brandon Bowmaker. And I'm going to say for Gardner as well. That was such a hard hit. He's going to have a lot of damage. Well, this is the money stop. All the pitting is going to be done after this. they can make it to the end when they pit here. So everyone should come down. If they got tires left, they're gonna take them. I'm gonna take a full can of fuel. We've got 23 to go here in the What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas 150, presented by BMRL. Truck Series action here. As it looked like Bowmaker misses pit ever so slightly. This Maya, look, he's coming back out. Maya took 2. Got the 20 of Larson is going to beat him off of pit road. It's like Mayo in second, Bowmaker third, Gupic fourth, Haas fifth, Sean Hapernick in sixth. See the rest of these trucks flowing off the pit road. It's unfortunate we had a lot of fast trucks get involved in incidents tonight. That's kind of that commentator's curse on Gardner. My bad, Adam, forced us back. See Larson getting the lead out of the pits here. I think he will lead them back to green. So it looks like Winker stayed out. I think he's getting one of his laps back. Same with the 23 car or 23 truck, Tim Darby as well. See if I can jump into this Discord and let you guys know. I'm gonna try to interview the top 5.
And it makes
Hey
sense.
Chris, let everybody know I'm gonna be interviewing the top 5, so hang around after the race there.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Chris Mayo once again the lead owner. Got access to the driver chat, so he's gonna let them know. Get some of this junk off the screen for you. We've got Cole Larson, the 15-year-old from Oregon, Illinois. Been on the sim for a little bit over a year so far, so he's really having a good showing tonight. He's ran the top 10 all night, top 5 really, and he's going to be leading us back to green. With 21 to go in the race here. There's a lineup going to green. We've got Chris Mayo sitting inside in the second position. We got Gupic in third. We got Shane Haas in fourth. Or sorry, we got Bowmaker in third. Gupic in fourth. Shane Haas in fifth. Hapernick in sixth. James Prevost all the way up to seventh. Got the 87 of Thomas Fuller in eighth. Dusty Bloodworth in ninth. And Holmberg in 10th. It's going to run at your top 10. Bowmaker's been fast, but Larson's been just as fast, so it's going to be very interesting to see if who can stay out here to the front. They're all on fresh tires. I think Chris Maya took 2. It's going to be an interesting strategy call. I think he may be a little bit loose into the corner, but we'll see how it goes. Looks like Larson opted to take the outside lane on this restart. So get up here. The ticker's going to kind of cover the Barney with the flag man there. As they come into the Geico restart zone.
Green flag.
Coming to 20 to go, and they are green. It's a really good start for Larson. So they head down into turn 1. Sim already getting single file. Goes up to defend the high side. for a move on Mayo. Oh, there's contact in this minute.
You will have a caution, caution, caution. Guys, let's get some rags and clean this mess up here. Coming into the box is the part that I'm
took out
mainly concerned
Bowmaker.
about.
He was so quick. Let's rewind this and get a better view on what happened here. Oh, I don't know if there's some netcode issues. Yeah, Chris goes flipping back front stretch. So we have more contact. I want to think that was probably netcode. No, he just got loose and then it netcoded them together. Gupic and the 32 had nowhere to go. You see Chris flipping down the front stretch. Lazy driver's nowhere to go. Gupic comes back in the field. Dustin Bloodworth gets a piece. The 63 Holmberg gets a piece. Prey will get a piece. 64 barely making it through. Almost included the whole field in there. I think that will end Chris Mayo's night. We got Larson up here in first. Habernick in second. I figured those two tires would be a little bit loose, and they just didn't have enough grip on those cold tires to hold strong on the outside. Unfortunately, it's going to end a lot of people's night. A lot of people with damage. So we should be shaping up to have about 16 to go when we go back green. And Larson lead them to green, and hopefully the final restart of the night, but we will see as time goes on. Like I said earlier, cautions breed cautions, so may get a little crazy as it keeps going on. So again, this is the that happens in Vegas, or sorry, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas 150. Running 100 laps around the mile-and-a-half track here at Vegas. And we have 82 of them complete, with 18 to go. Coming to 17 to go. I will step away until we go at D1 to green, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back one to green as we got Larson in the lead, opted to take the high side on this restart. We got Habernick in second, we got Fuller in third, Shane Haas in fourth, we got Austin London in fifth, Sterling in sixth, Smith in seventh, Darby in eighth, Bloodworth in ninth, and Prevost in 10th. So I don't think we talked about Habernick at all. So Sean Habernick, he's a 43-year-old from Gainesville, Texas, and he's been on the sim for around a year. Right now he's sitting in a really pretty spot in P2. He's on the inside. I know that Larson's going to get the jump, but I think if he can just hold strong, if he can maybe stay with him on the restart, I think he has a really good chance to take the lead here and try to lead for these last 15 laps. You wanted as we go. Back to green here. Barney, the cameraman, or flag man, is going to give us the green flag.
Green flag.
We are green, and you see all the drivers fire off. Not a good start for Sean on the inside. Barrel rolling, turn 1 and 2. 2 and 3 wide through the field. Pulling up on the high side. Larson jumps out to a two-truck lead. See Shane Haas going for second on the outside of Sean Hapernick. Shane's gonna be able to hold tough on this outside around Hapernick. We got Thomas Fuller coming up behind Shane. Oh, as he ducks down to the inside of the 21 Sterling. Seen the 52 hit the apron, get a little bit loose there. Seen Shane clear to second. We got Sterling looking for third on Hapernick as well. They're side by side as they go into one. Shane Haas chasing down Larson. He's trying to get there. See Thomas Ford looking to the inside of Hapernick. Fall in line with them. Single file now. Larson will lead him to the line with 12 to go. Got Fuller looking for a move on Hapernick. Got Austin Hunt, we talked about him in a minute. He is looking on the move around Hapernick as well. Side draft another backstretch. Diving inside 3 wide with Brandon Bowmaker. Austin's going to stick it back to the bottom. Still side by side now. Seeing Shane Haas closing in on the lead. Let's go check in on it. Only about a truck length gap. You know, one mistake by Larson, Shane's going to be there. This draft going in the backstretch is going to be very, very strong. Especially if he gets started and closing a little bit. Both drivers, they stay in line, should be able to close right up on the back of Larson. Almost a little contact between Austin and Sean here for the 5th spot. Outside. Also got a battle between Dustin Bloodworth and Smith behind him for the 7th position. Oh, as we had a checkup off the corner. There were 4 wide for a second. They got it all sorted out. He's going to allow Austin Hunt to go up here and clear the 52 of Hapernick. It's a little bit loose. Dustin Bloodworth is going for a move around Hapernick as well. I wonder if Hapernick was on a 2-tire strategy. Look, he just might be too loose to get it to stick and to be able to carry a lot of momentum. I said I'm almost 3 wide back here for the 6th position. The 64 clipped the apron. Got 8 to go in the race. We got Dustin Bloodworth looking for a move around Austin Hunt on the inside, and he will clear him. On Dustin, I'm going to clear up just like that off the corner. Good move by Dustin Bloodworth. Not the lead, but to get the 5th position. Chasing down the lead, trying to get there. The top 4 under a blanket. We got Larson still out to the lead. Shane Haas chasing him, and Sterling behind him. And we got Fuller and then Bloodworth, and that's your top 5. Looking at 7 to go here. I think Shane can still get, but you know, it's go time. There's no saving. Cannot worth saving. It's all pedal to the metal. Grab it where you can, see if it sticks. You know, just hope Larson makes a mistake. You know, he's been really good all night. Minimize mistakes, staying out of trouble. I think he had one small mistake at the very beginning of the race, if I remember correctly. But it's really all it is. You know, minimize your mistakes, put a full race together, and here he is with coming to 5 to go when he's out front leading the pack by almost 2 tenths. Don't cut out Shane Haas just yet. Don't win 2 tenths back. You know, one little slip up. Larson goes down too low, clips the apron. He gets him out of the group just a little bit. You know, Haas will be right there. The lap traffic may play a little bit of a factor. Not too much of a factor though. Trying to do their best trying to get out of the way. To go and in the what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Get the Mountain Dew machine of Larson still leading the field here. Shane Haas in tow, he's losing a little bit of time now. Got Sterling in 3rd, Fuller in 4th. As we come to 3 to go. Side-by-side battle for 6th between Hapernick and Hund. Hapernick's on the bottom, so ever so slightly better than Hund. Going 2 to go. I don't think Shane can get there. He dropped off a couple more tenths. 4 tenths back as we come to the white flag. Next flag will end it. White flag. Got Shane Haas in 2nd, still trying to chase down Larson. Larson put on a good show the entire night. All he has to do is bring it home in this final lap. So maybe letting off the heavy pedal just ever so slightly. And that's gonna do it. You know, the 15-year-old from Oregon, Illinois, only been on the sim for over a year, is going to get the win here in the what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas 150. Let's try and get the in between. Oh, I don't know who got it between Hund and Hapernick, but we're gonna rewind it here. We're gonna see what happened. Like Hund get the lead just ever so slightly out of there. So let's get Larson up here in the booth and we will talk with the driver. We'll see him drive back around to the front stretch. Get him pulled back around here. We will burn it down here on the front stretch. I did not see him in the broadcast booth. Not broadcast booth, but hey Mayo, can you tell Larson to hop into the broadcast booth or the waiting room? Top
It'd be
5
in
to the
Yeah,
waiting
yeah.
room.
Yeah, they are. They're going.
Cool deal. Appreciate you.
Here, you want me to show you that I didn't?
Alrighty. So your official results is going to be Cole Larson in first, Shane Haas in second, Morgan Sterling in third, Thomas Fuller in fourth, Dustin Bloodworth in fifth, Austin Hunt sixth, Hapernick in seventh, Smith in eighth, Gardner in ninth, and Prevost in 10th. That'll be your top 10. Look, he's already closed off the track here. No, let's start. We're going to start with the winner, but let's see if we can get Dustin Bloodworth up in here first. He is not waiting. We're going to drag him up here for Leslie. Alrighty, so for some reason it won't let me drag you guys into the booth. I don't know why, but well, we're just gonna start with Dustin Bloodworth. We're gonna start, finish P5. How you feeling, Dustin? Oh, got you cutting out ever so slightly for me. I think I may have lost Dustin. There we go. We'll come back to Dustin here. Thomas Fuller, you got a copy on me, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, buddy. So let me know how your night went. You started P16 and you end up in the top 5, finishing with P4. How'd the night go for you?
I really got really lucky with all the wrecks that were out there. If you want to know the truth, I got through those, and that was definitely a game changer to help me get up right.
Yeah, I know we've seen a lot of wrecks kind of go toward the end. A lot of stuff happened with the leaders. A lot of, from what I seen, was net code. Did y'all notice any of that on the track as far as, getting accidental contact just from not even touching nobody? Or is that just something that just happened every once in a blue moon?
Yeah, I didn't see any of that. I didn't experience any of that race.
Hey, good deal. How was the truck handling tonight? As far as, was there a lot of grip in the track? Was the track pretty loose, pretty tight?
No, the track you can pretty much run wide open. The only thing that got a little loose every once in a while would be 3 going into 4.
Okay, I got you. Alright, this is your first season with BMRL, if I'm not mistaken, correct? At least in.
It is.
Okay. About to say.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, cut out there for me for a second. But you put on a good show for, you said, your hometown of Denison, Texas. You've been on the sim for around a year. So, but yeah, putting on a good show tonight. Was able to get out to the top 4. So, that's a pretty good night.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
No comment. You got any sponsors or anything you want to give a shout out to?
No, just give a shout out to our other race group, CTS Motorsports. That's the group we run with.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, buddy, for joining us up here in the booth, and good luck to you next week. Good finish.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you.
That was Thomas Fuller. And we'll move on to Morgan Sterling. Morgan, you got a copy?
Sure do.
So you see here, if I'm not mistaken, you told me earlier that you fresh and new to the sim. Is that correct? You haven't been on iRacing that long?
No, not very long. This
Well,
I ran a league with Adam that Chris broadcasted earlier in the year, and Chris invited me on over here.
Okay, awesome. Well, you started P10 and you were able to drive up to P3. How was the drive for you?
There's a lot of trouble between 10th and the lead, and I just stayed out of it.
Is that the big key to success is what I'm hearing? Is, just keep the nose clean, stay out of trouble, and don't get any damage, because these trucks are very aerodynamic or aerodependent. That's the word I'm looking for. and you know they just updated the trucks with the new aero package and stuff. So, did you notice it getting a lot tighter behind trucks and dirty air and stuff like that?
Oh, dirty air was horrible. I mean, you couldn't be you couldn't be right on the truck in front of you like you could in the past. So it was pretty rough.
Yeah, I was noticing a lot of guys would follow someone right into the corner, and you would watch their nose kind of push up right off the white line, you know, just gradually come up, you know, just like a half lane, and it would just mess them up, you know, get a little bit tight. But is there anyone you want to give a shout out to or anything like that tonight?
I want to give a shout out to Chris for inviting me over here. I'll give it a shot. Runs
Yeah,
pretty good league here.
awesome, man. We're glad to have you, and glad you jumped in here and raced with us tonight. You put on a good show, and really good finish at P3.
All right, thanks, sir.
And we'll try to jump back here to Dustin Bloodworth. That was Morgan Sterling there that finished P3. Dustin, you got a copy?
Hey, Dalton. How you doing?
All right, doing pretty good. Now I got you pretty good.
Yeah, I just
So,
switched to my phone. I guess my headphones are dying.
oh, okay, I got you. I got you. So you started P15 and able to drive it in top five. We watched you kind of at the end get around Sean and Austin there. Tell us about that final drive there.
Yeah, I think if I hadn't gotten hung up in traffic, I might have had something for him. I had stopped in that last stop and put my tires on and just took too long to get around in traffic. And then by the time I got through it, they were too far away and not enough laps to go. So I think I closed within about a second from being 4 or 5 seconds back. So just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, it definitely looked like that number 4 truck was on rails when you came out of the last pit stop. You know, we kind of followed you a little bit, and I mean, it was just like it was handling. I mean, best of the night. Um,
Yeah, it ran. It was ran like a scalded dog there at the end.
I know you were a little panicked about your update getting done, and I talked to you a little bit before the race. How long did it finish before you could jump in and actually get into the lobby?
I think I got all of about 8 minutes of practice, which kind of hurt me because I had the setup wrong at the start. It was too tight, so I had to adjust it. And then I finally got it straight there about lap 50. I finally got what I wanted with the brake bias and stuff like that, and got it where it turned better. And from there on, I was a lot better, but it was just lack of practice and didn't help me get the setup right to start. So I was kind of behind the 8 ball. But I missed the first 2 weeks, so come back and get a top 5 tonight. It's a pretty good start. Got a long way to go though.
For sure, and yeah, this is the third race of the season, and yeah, it's a great way to come back and put on a show. You know, finishing P5, staying out of trouble. I think I seen you get clipped in one of the incidents, but some damage. You look like you were on rails at the end. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to or anything like that?
Well, I just want to, shout out one of my sponsors at CircleBDiecast.com. You can go to CircleBDiecast.com, use my code TVR20, and get discounted shipping on whatever you order: hats, helmets, diecast, whatever they got. Use that code and get discounted shipping.
That's awesome, man. Well, good show tonight, Dustin. I'm glad you get up to P5, and we'll look forward to seeing you race next week.
All right, buddy. We'll holler at you later.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. And that was Dustin Bloodworth in the number 4 truck, finishing P5. We'll jump over here and we'll holler at Shane Hoss. Shane, you got a mic on you?
What's up, bud?
Not much. Tell me about your race. I know we didn't normally see you in like the top 5 until about that last 20 to 25 laps, and you started kind of saucing through the field and climbing your way up there. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I didn't qualify very good, which I usually don't do very good here, but I just made my way through up, saved my stuff, and those cautions kind of helped me out because I took tires at lap about 28. I was like, I don't know if I should have, but it actually helped me out pretty good with those cautions. But truck felt pretty good and stuff, and Cole did a hell of a job keeping that lead from me, but it was a great race, though.
I know we've seen toward there at the end on that last restart, the leader gets a little bit of a jump, and it's kind of hard to chase down, especially with the dirty air and stuff. You started getting in within about 2 tenths, all the way up to a tenth, I think at the closest. Was the dirty air just too much to overcome, or is Cole just that fast?
It's kind of both, but yeah, Dirty Air does pretty good deal with trying to pass on these tracks. But like I said, Cole did a hell of a job keeping me in second. But I'll take this second place after last week Atlanta again taking out like in the first 10 laps. So
For sure, it's definitely a good point stay when you finish top five, and you said you started P18 and able to slice your field all the way up to P2, and I think you're our biggest mover of the night, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean you gained 16 positions throughout the night, so that's a big gain. Good finish. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
yeah, on this truck, I got Salem Speedway, Rose's Tavern. I got MDI TV with James Battis. He does a lot of dirt on his channel, but he does some asteroid. He's was an asteroid guy. He's a good guy and stuff. And for Chris for doing this series again, this is my second year with him. He's done a well of a job with this series, and for you, Dustin, for doing the broadcast. I didn't know you did broadcasting, but you did a hell of a job though. I watched a little bit of it.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's the first time in the broadcast booth in a very long time. So this first broadcast probably gonna be a little rocky till we get it all figured out. But this is trial run. We'll see see how the next few weeks go. But yeah, man, you did a heck of a job driving up to P2, and good race, man. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
All right. See you, buddy.
See you, Shane. That was Shane Hoss in the number 2 truck. And now we're gonna reach out to our winner, the 15-year-old from Oregon, Illinois, Cole Larson. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Really happy right now.
That's for sure. We're good to see you burn it down a little bit at the end in the awesome Mountain Dew number 20 truck. Uh, Now we're seeing you get out to the lead after the leaders kind of got together out of 4 there. Tell us about that wreck and how you got through it. I know they're kind of all scattered abroad, and I think even the 7 truck went flipping at one point in time.
Yeah, I really don't know how I got through. I just really kept my foot in it and just hope for the best outcome, and it worked. Came out with the best outcome.
Hey, that's awesome. Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck on your side. Right place, right time. And it got you out to the lead. You did everything you needed to do tonight, from good pit stops to just being in the right place, managing the tires, managing the stuff. Tell us about the lead there at the end, trying to hold off Shane as he was charging forward after that last restart.
Yeah, I tried the last restart. I tried to get my best restart there, and I got it. And I just started pulling away, and then I seen him start coming back, but I think the dirty air was just too much to overcome for him, and he just couldn't catch up.
For sure, it's definitely tough to get through the dirty air, but there again, you gotta do what you need to do, block them, and that's what you did. You did exactly what you needed to do. You held them off. It's not showing me your qualifying position here. I don't know exactly where you qualified. I think it was top 5, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like 4th or something like that.
Yeah, we qualified P2.
P2, there you go. Second, I knew you were in top 5. Um, are you used to all these mile and a halves, or what's your favorite type of track you like to race around?
Yeah, probably a mile and a half. So I just feel like I can get around them pretty good. Short tracks like Bristol, I feel like I'm pretty good at, but which is next week, so that's awesome.
For sure. You think you can go back to back?
I think I have a pretty good chance.
Okay, awesome, man. Well, we'll be rooting for you next week as you put on a heck of a show this weekend, or this week, as it being Tuesday night. But is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my supportive fans, sponsors, partners, and Larson Esports for making this happen. And then FanTech for their awesome sim equipment, Extreme Sim Racing for their awesome equipment, Max Graphics for his awesome paint schemes that you see on the number 20 truck, and shirts and logos for our fan and race gear. And thanks to you for the broadcast and Chris for putting this on.
No problem, buddy. You're very welcome. Y'all put on a heck of a show tonight. A lot of side by side, a lot of surprise actions. Had a little bit of everything. The drama, the leaders getting together. We had 3 wide, 4 wide at points. A lot of really good racing. But yeah, we're glad to see you get a win. Glad to see you burn it down, and we'll be rooting for you next week. See if you can go back to back.
Yep, hopefully I can do that.
All right, you have a good night, buddy.
You too.
And that was Cole Larson. That was the winner of the What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas 150. And that's pretty much it. It's a heck of a show, a heck of a broadcast. Maybe a little rocky, but this has been my first broadcast in quite a while, so hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, this is BMRL. We'll go back live on Mondays and Tuesdays. Tuesdays 8 p.m. Central. I had to double check on Mondays. I think it's the same time. But 8 p.m. Central Time is when we take the green flag. We'll go live about 10 minutes prior to that. Get a little, catch the end of practice, catch the end of qualifying, then we'll be racing next week at Bristol. So, but there again, this is the BMRL Truck League at Las Vegas, and I'm your broadcaster, Dalton, and I'll be signing off. You guys have a good night, good week.